Hello all, today I'm going to be giving an introduction to Python programming language. Python is a general purpose language, meaning it can be used to create a variety of different programs and isn't specialized for any specific problems. A Python can be used to create websites and softwares, automate tasks and conduct data analysis. Python is an interpreted object-oriented high-level programming language with dynamic cinematics. Python is a simple, easy-to-learn language which emphasizes on readability and therefore reduces the cost of program maintenance. Python is a computer programming language which is often used to build websites and software, automate tasks, and conduct data analysis. History of Python. It was initially designed by Guido van Rossum in 1991 and was developed by Python Software Foundation. It was mainly developed for emphasis on code readability, and its syntax allows programmers to express concepts in fewer lines of code. Versions. Python 3.11.1 was released on 6 December 2022. Python 3.11.0 was released on 24 October 2022. Python 3.10.9 was released on 6 December 2022. Python 3.10.8 was released on 8 October 2022. Features of Python. Free and open source software. Python language is freely available on the official website and you can download it. Easy to code. Python is a high-level programming language. It is very easy to learn as compared to other languages. Easy to debug. Excellent information for mistake tracing. You will be able to quickly identify and correct the majority of your program's issues once you understand how to interpret Python's error traces. Python is a portable language. Python is also called a portable language. For example, if we have a Python code for Windows and if we want to run this code on any other platforms, then we do not need to change it. We can run this program on any platform. Interpreted language. Python is an interpreted language because Python code is executed line by line. Large standard library. Python has a large standard library that provides a rich set of modules and functions so that you do not have to write your own code for every single thing. Installation of Python. First step is to open a browser and type www.python.org. Underneath the Python releases for Windows, find the latest Python release. In the next page, move to Files and click on Windows x86-64 executable installer for 64-bit. Open a browser and type www.python.org. This is the Python's official website. Indentation. Indentation refers to the spaces at the beginning of a code line. Python uses indentation to indicate a block of code. For example, Since we are using a if statement, indentation is required before the print statement. So since we have given an indentation, we are getting the output as 5 is greater than 2. Whereas in the second example, we have not given an indentation, that is a space before the print statement. Hence, we are getting the result as indentation error. This is the output for the previous indentation example. Python coding style. Use 4 spaces per indentation and no tabs. Do not mix tabs and spaces because tab creates confusion and it is recommended to use only space. Maximum line length 79 characters. Use blank lines to separate top level functions and class definitions and single line to separate methods, definitions inside a class, and larger blocks of code inside functions. When possible, put inline comments. Use spaces around expressions and statements. Variables and identifiers. Variable is a name that is used to refer to a memory location. Python variables is also known as an identifier and used to hold values. Variable names can be a group of both letters and digits, but they have to begin with a letter or an underscore. It is recommended to use lowercase letters for the variable name. Flower with an uppercase and flower with a lowercase both are two different variables. The syntax for declaring a variable is variable name equals to value. For example, a equals to 50. Here a is an variable which holds an integer object. Another example. Here we are declaring variables name equals to flower, age equals to 20, marks equals to 80.50. When we print all the variables, we get the output as follows. There are some rules to follow while choosing an identifier. An identifier may only begin from A to Z or an underscore. This may be defined by letters, digits, and underscore, 0 or more. Python is case sensitive. A reserved keyword may not be used as an identifier. Use uppercase initials for class names, lowercase for all others. Name a private identifier with a leading underscore. Name a strongly private identifier with two leading underscores. Special identifiers by Python and with two leading underscores. Keywords. Keywords are unique words reserved with defined meanings and functions that we can apply for those functions. Python's built-in methods and classes are not the same as the keywords. Built-in methods and classes are constantly present, however, they are not as limited in their application as keywords. Python contains 35 keywords. Here is a list of Python keywords. Data types. A variable can hold different types of values. Python provides various standard data types that define the storage method on each of them. The data types defined in Python are given below. Number, sequence type, boolean, set, and dictionary. Numbers. Number store numeric values. The integer, float, and complex values belong to a Python numbers data type. Python provides the type function to know the data type of the variable. For example, here a equals to 5. So when we print the type of a, we get the output as int, as 5 is an integer. Type of numbers. First is int. Integer value can be of any length such as integers 10, 2, 29, minus 20, minus 150, etc. Python has no restriction on the length of an integer. Its values belongs to int. Next is float. Float is used to store floating point numbers like 1.9, 9.902, 15.2, etc. It is accurate up to 15 decimal points. Complex. A complex number contains an ordered pair, that is x plus iy, where x and y denote the real and imaginary parts. The complex numbers like 2.14j, 2.0 plus 2.3j, etc. Sequence type string. The string can be defined as a sequence of characters represented in the quotation marks. In Python, we can use single, double, or triple quotes to define a string. String handling in Python is a straightforward task since Python provides built in functions and operators to perform operations in the string. In the case of string handling, the operator plus is used to concatenate two strings as the operation. So hello plus Python returns hello Python. The operator asterisk is known as a repetition operator as the operation pythons into 2 returns Python Python. For example, here we have defined two strings str and s. The first is using double quotation mark and the second is using triple quotation mark. List. Python lists are similar to arrays in C. However, the list can contain data of different types. The items stored in the list are separated with a comma and enclosed within the square brackets. We can use the slice colon operators to access the data of the list. The concatenation operator plus and repetition operator asterisk works with the list in the same way as it works with the strings. For example, here we have a list which contains the value 1, hi, Python and 2. First we are printing the list so we get the output. Second we have written the list 1, 3 colon. So we get the fourth value which is 2. Next we are printing list 1, 0 colon 2. So we are getting the first two values. For the next one we are using the concatenation operator plus. So we are getting the output twice. Next is a repetition operator. So since we have given list 1 into 3, we have got the output which is printed thrice. Tuple. A tuple is similar to the list in many ways. Like list, tuple also contains the collection of the items of different data types. The items of the tuple are separated with a comma and enclosed in parentheses. A tuple is a read-only data structure as we can't modify the size and value of the items of a tuple. For example, here we have a tuple called tup with the values hi, python and 2. First we are printing the data type, so we are getting the output as tuple. Next we are printing the whole tuple, so we are getting the output as hi, python and 2. Next we are putting in the print statement 1 colon, so we get the values after 1 which is python and 2. Next we are typing 0 colon 1, so we are getting the output as hi. Next we are using the concatenation operator plus, so the output has been displayed twice. Next we are using the repetition operator which is the asterisk, so the output is displayed 3 times. Dictionary is an unordered set of a key-value pair of items. It is like an associative array or a hash table where each key stores a specific value. Keys can hold any primitive data types, whereas values in an arbitrary Python object. The items in the dictionary are separated with a comma and enclosed in curly braces. For example, here we have a dictionary 1 colon rose, 2 colon jasmine, 3 colon sunflower and 4 colon lily. First we are printing the whole dictionary. Second we are accessing only the value of key 1, so we are getting the answer as rose. Similarly we are doing for the fourth, so we get the output as lily. Second we are accessing only the keys of the dictionary which is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Next we are accessing only the values of the dictionary, so we are getting the answers rose, jasmine, sunflower and lily. Boolean. Boolean types provide two built-in values, true and false. These values are used to determine the given statement as true or false. It is denoted by the class bool. True can be represented by any non-zero value or t, whereas false can be represented by the 0 or f. For example, first we are printing the data type of true and false. Since they belong to the class boot, we are getting the output as the same. Second, we are printing false. Since false is not defined, we get an error. Set. Python set is the unordered collection of the data type. It is iterable, mutable, that means can be modified after creation and has unique elements. In set, the order of the elements is undefined. It may return the chain sequence of the element. The set is created by using a built-in function set, or a sequence of elements is passed in the curly braces and separated by the comma. It can contain various types of values. For example, we have set1 equals to set, and set2 contains values such as James, 2, 3 and Python. So first we are adding a value 10 and printing it, so we get the output. Then we are removing the value 2 and then we get an output. Python operators. Operators are special symbols that perform operation on variables and values. An operand is a value that the operator needs to complete a task. A sequence of operands and operators like a plus b minus 5 is called an expression. Types of Python operators: arithmetic operators, comparison operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, assignment operators, identity operators, and membership operators. In the following, we will see the explanation of each type of operator. Arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are used to perform mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, etc. For example, for addition, we use the plus operator. So for example, we have x plus y. So the output will be the sum of x and y. Same goes for addition, multiplication, division, modulus, and exponent. For example, here we have a variable a which stores 7 and b equals to 2. So first we are printing the sum, so we are writing a plus b, subtraction is a minus b, multiplication is a asterisk b, and division is a divided by b. Modulo is a percentage b and power is a asterisk b. Here the output, the sum is 9 because 7 plus 2 equals to 9. So we are calculating for various operations. Comparison operators. Comparison operators compare two values and variables and returns a Boolean result. Here the first operators is equal to, which is used to check if x is exactly equal to y. Second is an exclamation and equal to, which is used to check if x is directly not equal to y. Next is greater than, which is used to check if x is greater than y. Next is less than, which is used to check if x is less than y. Greater than or equal to, it checks if x is greater than or equal to y. Less than or equal to, it checks if x is less than or equal to y. For example, here we have two variables a and b with values 5 and 2. First we are checking if a is equal to b, so that is 5 is equal to 2. Since they are not equal, we are getting the output as false. Next we are checking if it's not equal to. So since 5 is not equal to 2, we are getting the answer as true. So this is how the others operators also operate. Assignment operators. Assignment operators are used to assign values to variable. Here operators assign the right hand side values to the operand that is present on the left hand side. The assignment operator in Python is used as an equal to symbol. So first is an addition assignment operator. This operator adds left and right operands, and after that it assigns the calculated value to the left hand operand. Next is a subtraction assignment operator. This operator subtracts the right operand from the left operand and assigns the result to the left operand. Next is a multiplication assignment operator. This operator will multiply the left hand side operand by the right hand side operand. After that, assigns the result to the left hand side operand. Next is a division assignment operator. This operator will divide the left hand side operand by the right hand side operand and after that assign the result to the left hand side operand. Next is a modulus assignment operator. This operator will divide the left hand side by the right hand side operand and after that the remainder is assigned to the left hand side operand. Exponential assignment operator. This operator raises the left side operand to the power of the right side operand and assigns the result to the left side value. The last is floor division assignment. This operator will divide the left operand by the right operand and assign the quotient to the left side operand. Here is an example of an assignment operator. So first we have two variables a and b with the values 10 and 5. So we are trying to assign the sum of a and b to a. So the command will be as a plus equals to b. So 10 plus 5 is 15. So we get the output as 15 because we are printing a. Logical operators. Logical operators carry out logical operations and return Boolean values based on the result. We need to verify multiple conditions simultaneously or use logical operators by combining multiple conditions in some cases. There are three types of logical operators in Python: AND operator, OR operator, and NOT operator. The AND operator is used to verify where both conditions associated with it are true. The OR operator is used to verify that either of the associated conditions is true. And NOT operator is associated with a single condition. It inverts the result, that is, true is changed to false and false is changed to true. So here is an example of logical operators. First we have two variables x and y and we have assigned the values as 12 and 15. First we are checking if x and y are greater than 10. Since both of them are greater than 10, we are getting the output as true. The next we are using an OR operator and checking if they are greater than 14. Since 15 is greater than 14 and one of the statement is true, we get the output as true. For the next one, we are using the NOT operator and we are checking if both x and y are greater than 10. They both are greater than 10, but since we are using the NOT operator, it will get inverted and we get the output as false. Bitwise operators. The bitwise operators perform bit-by-bit operation on the values of the two operands. So the first is binary AND, sets each bit to 1 if both bits are 1. Binary OR sets each bit to 1 if one of the bits is 1. Binary XOR sets bit to 1 if only one of the two bits is 1. Binary 1 complement inverts all the bits. Binary left shift left by pushing zeros in from the right and let the leftmost bits fall off. Binary right shift right by pushing copies of the leftmost bit in from the left and let the rightmost bit fall off. Membership operators. Membership operators are mainly used in Python to find whether a value or variable is present in a sequence. So there are two types in this, in and not in. In, it returns true if a sequence with a specified value is present in the object, and not in returns true if a sequence with a specified value is not present in the object. Let's consider this example. We have two variables, message and dict1. In message we have a string hello world and in dict1 we have a dictionary. So first we're using a print statement to check if H is present in message string. So since H is present, we get the output as true. Next we're checking if hello is present in message string. Here the message string has hello with a capital H, and here we are checking with a lowercase. Since Python is a case sensitive language, we get the answer as true because we are using a not in operator. Next we are checking if 1 is present in dict1. Since it is present, we get the answer as true. Next we are checking if a key is present in dict1. Here the keys are 1 and 2 and the values are a and b. Since a is not a key, we get the output as false. Identity operators in Python is and not are used to check if two values are located on the same part of the memory. Two variables that are equal does not imply that they are identical. So there are two operators, is and is not. Is used to check if the operators are identical, and is not is used to check if two operands are not identical. Let's consider the following example. We have variable x1 with the value 5, y1 as 5, x2 is hello, y2 is hello, and x3 and y3 are listed with values 1, 2 and 3. First, we are using the is not operator to check if x1 is not identical to y1. Here x1 and y1 are integers of the same value. So they are equal as well as identical. Since we are using the is not operator, we get the output as false since they are identical. The same thing, we are using the is operator to check if x2 is equal to y2. Since they are integers of the same value and they are identical, we get the output as true. But y3 and x3 are listed. They are equal but not identical. It is because the interpreter locates them separately in memory although they are equal. So we are using the is not operator and they are not identical, so we get the output as false. We have reached to the end of the video. I hope you all have understood the common topics of introduction to Python. So thank you all for watching.